open Notepad. Right. So in yesterday's class, we discussed all these things, right? Then after, right, guys. So we have to discuss these two things, right? Apply security filter in both directions, and second one, assume referential integrity. Okay. So to discuss about them, first let us discuss about this one, guys. Apply security filter in both directions. Okay. So for that, right, guys. So apply security filter in both directions. What it is exactly? Okay. So for that, so let me come to powerbi desktop. I am on powerbi desktop. Let me bring some tables quickly, guys. So those are, for example, let me go to the home tab. My data sets are in Excel workbook. Okay. So go to that Excel workbook. So let me bidirectional Excel file. Okay. This is the Excel file. From that Excel file, I am bringing some tables. Let me choose that Excel file. Click on open. Okay. Under that Excel file, I have 3 tables. Okay. City, manager, and then sales. Right. So these 3 tables. Let me load them quickly, guys. Right. So those are loading. Let them load quickly. Right, guys. So those 3 tables got loaded, right? Now, so based upon this, so let me check what is the data under those 3 tables. So to check the data under 3 tables, where I need to go? Data view, right? Let me go to the data view. Under data view, so I am with what? City table. Under city table, I have city IDs. I have 5 cities. For 5 cities, I have IDs like this. If I go to this manager table, for each city, there is one manager with manager ID. I have manager name also like this. For 5 cities, 5 managers are there. Then after, if I go to the sales table, this is my sales table. This is with city ID, guys. Okay, like this, I have the information. Okay. So for that, let me do one thing. I came to this report view. On that report view, I'm going to create some reports. Okay. For example, let me take card visual, guys. So quickly, I have taken card visual. So on this card visual, I want to show. So what is the total sales amount? Okay. All right. So to show the total sales amount, I need to go to the sales table. Under that, I have sales amount. Okay. Right. Let me load that table quickly. Right. This is sales amount, right? Okay, fine. So if I want to beautify this visual, I can beautify. Okay, reducing the size. Go to the formatting options, call out value. Instead of 45, let me take it as 30 size. Like that. Okay. Then after, that is in plain area, right? So I want to give the bordering for that. So bordering, go to the formatting options. Okay. So under that formatting options, go to the general section. Effects, under effects, switch on the visual border and shadow. Okay. So shadow is outside, right? Here shadow is outside. Let me take it for inside. Okay. Inside. Now border color is thick color. Instead of thick color, let me take light color. Select that one. Go to the general section, effects, visual border. Instead of thick color, let me take it as a light color. Right, looking fine. Right. So this visual is looking fine. So total sales amount is how much? 160,000. Now I want to see that amount city wise. From each city, what is the sales amount we received? I want to know that information. Okay. So for that, let me take table visual quickly. So I have taken table visual. On this table visual, what I want to show? I want to show sales amount from city wise, each city wise. If I go to that city name wise, sales amount. So sales amount from sales table. City name from city table, sales amount from sales table. Let me choose this. So it is showing correct data. Right, guys? So let me beautify this visual also like this one. Okay, so how can I beautify it? So copy format painter, apply to this visual, right? Right. So shadow and visual border is added. You can see the clear information, right? From Bangalore, what is the sales amount we received? 30,000. From Chennai, okay, 35,000. Hyderabad, 40,000. Like this, I have the information. Okay. So if I take any data onto the visual, okay, so I'm taking the data onto this visual from which tables? Two tables, right? City table and sales table. If I don't have relationship between those two tables, I can't get the proper data like this. Total sales amount is 160,000. For that 160,000, it is the contribution. Each city contribution I can see here, right? So if I go to this model view, okay, so I have the relationships. Sales table I have, city table I have. Okay, then after, if I go down, I have manager table also, right? Right, I have manager table like that. Right, guys. So you can see this relationship, right? So what I did, so here city name I have taken from city table, right? From city table I have taken what? City name. Filter direction is from like this, guys. City table to sales table. Then after I have taken second column, sales amount from which table? Sales table. So the direction is in proper way. So that is why I'm getting the correct result in my visual, right? Right. So if I go there, right. If I select that visual, first I have taken what? City name to this visual. Then after sales amounts to this visual. And the direction is what here, guys? City table to sales table. So like this, I have the relationship, right? So that is why I'm getting the correct data. Okay, on the visual. For now, what I want to show is manager wise. From manager table, I have manager names, right? Manager names. Manager wise sales amount I want to show. So how can I show that? Again, let me take this table visual. So on this table visual, so I want to show manager name wise. So go to that manager name. Then after from sales table, sales amount, right? Right. So I'm getting the proper result here. Right? Okay. Let me beat by this visual also like previous one. Okay. How can I do that? Copy previous visual. Oh, sorry. Select previous visual. Copy format painter. Apply to this visual. Okay. Right, guys. Okay. So Lucky is one manager is for some other city. From Lucky manager, what is the sales amount received? We can show. For example, Varun. Okay, he is manager for some other city. From his city, what is the sales amount receiving? 30,000. Like this, I can show the data. If I go there, relationship. Manager table to sales table actually, right? Okay, by default, it has taken what? Okay, so it is bi-directional, guys. So let me convert it into the single direction. Instead of both, let me take it as single. Okay. 1 to 1. This problem is happening. 1-to-1 relationship, due to 1-to-1 relationship. Okay, instead of that, let me do one thing, guys. So, for example, what can I do? Let me go there. What is that bi-directional, right? Manager table, for example, right? Let me take it as 4, guys. Let me save this report. Okay. Right. Let me go over there. Let me refresh it one more time. Okay. So if I go to this, let me convert it into the instead of both, let me take it as single. What is that? City table to manager table, right? City table to manager table. city ID, city name. Why it is showing one to one? It is one to many. What I did in Excel file. Just a second, guys. City table to manager table. It's showing one to one relationship. Okay, no worries. Let it be like this. City ID, manager table. Now, let me go there, or let me go there. Let me refresh it one more time. Load was cancelled by an error loading a previous table. Duplicate value 4. Okay. Right. Let me do one thing, guys. So let me remove these tables one more time. So model view. Right. I think this got loaded. Those are not getting loaded. Right. So let me load those tables once again, guys. So bidirectional Excel file. Let me open those three tables one more time. City table, manager table, and then sales table. Okay. Load quickly. Right. So sales table fine, city table fine. Then after manager table. Right. Okay. This is one to many, not many to one to many relationship. Perfect, guys. Now, right. Here, see, guys. Refreshed. Okay. So here, this visual, the table is showing the correct data, right? Okay. So what is the total sales amount we received here? 160,000. Here, what is the sales amount? Total sales amount 160,000. Here, for each city contribution, we can see. For Bangalore city, what is the sales amount we can see? Okay. So for Chennai city, what is the sales amount? For Mumbai, how much it is? Pune, Hyderabad. Like that, for each city, contribution is clearly showing. Why it is showing the correct data in the visual? So if I come to this visual, so this visual data is taken from which tables? City tables and then sales table. First, from city table, I have taken what? City name. Then after sales amount, I have taken from sales table, right? Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Clearly observe. So city name, this is city name, right? City name, I have taken first one. Then after sales amount, this sales amount I have taken second, right? Okay, from second table. And from this, for this city sales table and city table, what is my relationship? My relationship should be in this direction. What is the first column taken here? City name. So based upon that city name, it is going to the sales table. In that sales table, it is filtering with city ID and then giving the values like this here, guys. Okay, what is working backend? For that, for example, if I go there, right? So what is the first city here? From city table, I have taken city name, right? If I go to this relationship, guys. So what is this? Already you are aware of this thing. Common column is city ID between these two tables, right? Right. So for that, what it is going? It is going to the city table first. Okay, let me go to the city table. In city table, what is this city ID? First city ID? 1. So based upon this city ID, it is giving the corresponding city name. What is the corresponding city name? Hyderabad. Okay, so on that city table, filtering is completed. First city got filtered. Then after, where we need to go? We need to go to the sales table, right? In sales table, what is the ID we have to filter? 1. City ID 1. For that, if I go there, sales table, city ID 1, right? For 1, it has to filter with 1. For that city ID 1, what is the total sales amount? It filtering with city ID, then it has to go to the given column, right? On the visual, what is the column I have taken? Sales amount. First, it has to filter with city ID. City ID is 1. So what is the sales amount here, guys? 25,000. Here it is how much? 15,000. So for Hyderabad 1, 25,000 plus 15,000. How much? 40,000. It has to show 40,000. That is the back-end work. Already we have information about this, right? So now let me go there, guys. Right. Here, Hyderabad. So Hyderabad, right. This is the Hyderabad, right? So what is the sales amount we are receiving here? Total sales amount 40,000. Is that clear? To achieve this 40,000, what is working backend? First, it is going to the city table. From that city table, the relationship between city ID to city ID, common column. The relationship is in this direction, right? So city ID is 1. For that 1, what is the city name? HYD. City ID is 1. For that city ID, what is the name, city name? HYD, right? So HYD it has given here, right? Then after, it went to which column? Which table? Second table. City ID is what? 1. For that 1, it is summing all the values. 25,000 plus 15,000 based upon sales amount. So sales amount. So how much it is showing? 40,000 by totaling those values. City ID repeated for twice, right? For 1. So that is added those two values, 25,000 and 15,000, and it is giving the total sales amount here on the visual. So the direction is in which direction? From which table to which table? City table to sales table. The direction is in this like. Okay. So based upon that cross filter direction in proper way, it is showing the correct data, right? Right. So if I go there, you can see that. So direction you can clearly observe from city table to sales table. The direction is where, guys? This one. That means what? Right, like this. Okay. As per direction, the direction is to which table? Sales table. Starting with city table and then direction to sales table. Okay, the direction is in like this, guys. So that is why we are getting the correct data in that visual. This symbol you can see it here, guys. Right? Okay. Now let us go here, guys. This one. To create this visual, what I did? Manager name by sales amount, right? So manager name by sales amount means what? First it went to manager table, right? As per the first column, manager name. It went to the manager name. Then after city sales table, sales amount. Okay. So how it is going to take? If I go there, what could be my relationship here? The relationship should be like this, guys. The direction should be like this, right? Why? It is starting with manager table. From manager table, it is taking which column first? Manager name. Then after it is coming to the second table, city table. From that city table, what it is taking? No, sorry. Sales. Yes. Sales table. It is coming to the sales table, right? From sales table, it is taking what column? Sales amount column it is taking. But here, what is the direction it has? Reverse direction. the direction should be like this, guys. Okay, for sales table and manager table, there is no direct link, guys. So between those two tables, we have one more intermediate table, that is city table. Through city table, we have the link, right? So here it is link is fine. From city table to manager table, link is fine. What is the direction here? This one, right? City table to sales table, direction showing proper. But here the direction should be like this. Instead of this, what is the direction we have here? Reverse direction, wrong direction we have. So that is why if I come to the table here, guys, it is showing wrong information. For Lucky Manager, how much sales amount it is showing? Total sales amount 160,000. For Nikhil, 160,000. For Vijay, 160,000. Like this, guys. So it is showing wrong information here, right? Right? So on this visual, it is showing wrong information. Why? Based upon that cross filter direction. The cross filter direction is in reverse way. So that is why it is showing wrong information. Am I clear, guys, here? Online guys, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So to get the correct data on that third visual, what I have to do? I have to change that cross filter direction, right? How can I change this cross filter direction? I can convert it into the both. Instead of single direction, I can convert it into the both, right? So to edit that relationship, what I have to do? I have to double click on that relationship, right? Just double click on that. Edit relationship window will be opened. Okay, here what is the direction? Cross filter direction single. Instead of single, I can convert it into the both, right? Right. So let me convert it into the both. Okay. Then after, just let me click on OK, guys. Okay. Now can I see the correct data on that visual? Yes. How I can see? The direction is both means here my required relationship existing, right? So manager table to city table first. The direction is like this. Okay. Here that direction I have. Then after from city table to sales table, I have the direction, proper direction, right direction, right? So like this. So that is why I can get the correct data on that third visual also. Let me go there, guys. So I am seeing the correct data now. Is that clear, guys? So what is the total sales amount we received here? 160,000. For that 160,000 manager wise contribution. Okay. For Nandu, how much it is? 25,000. Okay. Nikhil, 35,000. Varun, 30,000, like this, guys. For each manager, I have the contribution for that 160,000 total amount. So for each and every visual here showing the correct data. Am I clear? Perfect. Then after, what is this? So while I'm giving this, if I edit this relationship, okay, apply security filter in both directions. This is enabled. These two options are enabled. Enabled means with dark color, I can see those one. Okay. Here, this is what? This is disabled. This option. What is that option? Assume referential integrity. That is disabled. Right? So we'll go there, guys. We'll go there and we'll discuss about that. First, let us complete this one. What is this? Apply security filter in both directions. So actually, this will be used for row level security. That row level security will come under which module? Fourth module. Okay, in fourth module, we can completely understand about that concept. Okay, for your better understanding, let me do one thing. For example, here I have multiple managers, right? 5 managers I have. Okay, so I'm showing the manager wise information here, right? So manager wise information I'm showing here. So I want to share this report with managers, each managers, but each manager want to see only that manager data, not other managers data. For example, if I share this report, this is my report, right? If I share this report with first manager, what is the first manager here? Lucky. So Lucky want to see only Lucky related information. So Lucky is manager for which city? He want to see only city, and based upon his city, what is the total sales amount he got? So he want to see only his city related information, not all other cities information. That should be done by row level security, guys. Okay. So to implement that row level security, I need to go to this modeling tab. Okay. Under that modeling tab, I have these two options. Manage roles, view as. Okay. With manage roles, I can create roles. What are the roles? Here, what is my role? Manager wise information managers want to see. For example, Nandu want to see only Nandu related information. Nikhil want to see only Nikhil related information. Nikhil related means Nikhil is manager for one city. He want to see his city information only, not other cities information. Like that, for every manager, I can create role, right? So to create role, where I need to go? I need to go to the modeling tab. Under modeling tab, I have manage roles here. Okay, so create the role. What is that? For example, first one is who here? Lucky, right? Okay. For example, let me type this. Lucky manager, MNGR. Okay. So lucky manager. Okay. So I need to go to the manager tables, guys. So my role name is lucky manager or lucky city. I want to see only lucky city's information. Lucky is one manager. You want to see is city information only. Lucky city, my role name. Okay. So for that, I need to go to the manager table. Under that manager table, here 3 dots is there, right? Okay. If you go to each and every table, okay. Let me do one thing, guys. Right here you can see properly. Okay. So here, this 3 dots, guys. So I need to implement table filter DAX expression. Okay. Here I have 3 tables: city table, manager table, sales table. Based upon those tables, I want to filter the data. If lucky want to see only lucky city, I have to go to the manager table, and that manager table I want to filter with manager name lucky. Okay, so let me go to that manager table, go to 3 dots, add filter icon, right? So just click on that filter icon. Under that, I have to choose with whose name? Lucky name, right? So just give the name here, guys. What is the lucky name over there? LUCKY, right? Lucky. Just click on this tick mark, verify DAX expression. If any errors, it will show warning icon. So I have given the proper name. Okay. Instead of that, if I give this, let us see that, guys. What it is showing? For example, it is taking like that, but it will not show any data, guys, at the end. So let me take, right. Let me take like this, lucky. Okay. So let me validate that. Just click on save, guys. Okay, my first role is created, right? If I go there once again, manager roles, one role is created, guys. Lucky role is created. In the similar way, I want to create one more. The next one is what? Nandu, right? Nandu role. Let me take Nandu city. So for that, use this create to create the new role. Just click on that one. This time Nandu, right? For example, let me take this one, guys. Nandu city. Okay. This is my role. So for that, I need to go to the manager table, go to the 3 dots, add filter. Okay. Manager name. What is that manager name here? Nandu. Right? Just validate that. Click on save, guys. Right? I created two managers roles, right? Like this, I want to create how many I can create. Okay, how many I required, I can create all of them. So for checking purpose, I created 2 manager roles, right? Now to check that information, for example, I am sharing this complete report with Lucky. So Lucky want to see only Lucky city information, right? So for that, created roles, are those created roles working properly or not? I can check from this view as option. Okay, I can use this view as option. For that view as option, I can check the creator roles are working properly or not. I can check with view as option. Just let me go to the view as. What is this one? The first role, Lucky, right? Let me select OK. Okay, that is only one filter, only one table is going to be filtered. But I want to see that filtered information in this table and this table also. Am I clear, guys? So I implemented the filter for which table? Manager table. So that is why it is filtering for only this table. But I want to see that filtered information for remaining visuals also. Here I might have multiple visuals, 4 visuals, 5 visuals, like that also in real-time scenario. Okay. While discussing these concepts in Power BI service account, you will be better knowing, guys. You will be better understanding there. For now, to explain about that apply security filter in both direction option. Okay, if I want to see filtered data in all other visuals also, what I have to do? Just let me stop viewing. Okay, let me go to this one. Just let me double click on this to edit that relationship. I need to check this one, guys. What is this? Apply security filter in both directions. Let me check that one. Just click on OK, guys. Right? I did that part. Now let me go here. Let me check those roles now. View as. Okay. Now let me check with Lucky City. Click on OK. Now each and every table, each and every visual on that page are going to be filtered, right? Is that clear, guys? Okay. That is the use of apply security filter in both directions. Okay. Manager is Lucky. He is manager for which city? Mumbai city, and the sales amount is this much, 30,000. Is that clear? Right. Stop viewing. So I can see the data per complete report. Okay. So if I go with Nandu, go with Vivaz, go with Nandu city. Okay. So Nandu manager is manager for which city? Pune city. Okay. So like this information, 25,000, total sales amount 25,000. Like this you can see. So that is the usage of what? Apply security filter in both directions. If I double click on that relationship window is going to be open. Okay. If I check this one, what is this? Apply security filter in both directions. I can implement the row level security in a proper way. Okay. Till now whatever I did, that concept is row level security. I can create some roles. Based upon that roles, the report is going to be show the respective role information, respective city information. Is that clear, guys? That we will discuss in Power BI service one more time, guys, for better understanding. Okay. That is, guys. So that is the usage of this one, guys. What is this? Apply security filter in both directions. This is clear, right? Right. Now let me close this one. Right. So then after here, so apply security filter in both directions. Okay. So that will be used for where? Row level security. That will come under 4th module. Okay. It will be applicable for row level security. So how it is going to be worked, we saw. Right. Then after, what is this? Assume referential integrity. Okay. For that assume referential integrity, first I need to discuss about that assume referential integrity that is applicable for direct query data connectivity mode. Okay, where is that direct query data connectivity mode? Here it is. Okay, we have here it. Okay, right. So for that, let me do one thing, guys. That is applicable for direct query data connectivity mode. Okay, so what are these? So it is very, very important question, guys, in interview panel. What are the different data connectivity modes? Okay, what are the different data connectivity modes we have in Power BI? Okay, right. Right, guys. What are the different data connectivity modes? Data connectivity modes means what, guys? Data connectivity modes. That means connecting to data sources. To connect with the data sources, how many ways we have? We have 3 ways to connect with data sources. Okay. The first one is import data connectivity mode. Second one is direct query data connectivity mode. Third one is connect live or live data connectivity mode. Okay. Right. Connect live or live data connectivity mode. Right, guys. So what are these? So for example, I am on here, right? I am on Power BI desktop. If I go to the Home tab options, under Home tab options, okay, I want to bring the data from external data sources, right? To bring the data from external data sources, this is my option, get data. So to Power BI, how many sources I can connect? From Power BI, 114 data sources, right? So where can I see that 114 data sources information? Just click on this get data option. Okay, with that get data option, okay, so these are the all data sources information. Wherever my data is going to be stored, business data is going to be stored, I can go to that data source and I can bring the data, right? Okay, So while doing that information, for example, if I go to that SQL data server, my data is in SQL server, right? Let me choose that SQL server. Just let me connect with SQL server, guys. Now here you can see, guys, what you can see, data connectivity modes, right? The first one is import data connectivity mode. This is the first one. Okay, import data connectivity mode. Second one, direct query data connectivity mode. This is the second option, direct query data connectivity mode. Okay, then third one is what? So live connectivity or live data, connect live or live. Okay, that will come under Power BI service, guys, fourth module. Okay, in fourth module we can discuss about the third option. Okay, that is approximately related to this one, guys. So what are the functionalities about direct query? The same functionality will be in connect live or live data connectivity mode. Okay, right. So we'll discuss about one by one. If I bring the tables from import data connectivity mode, what is going to happen? If I bring the tables from direct query data connectivity mode, what is going to happen? We'll see one by one. Okay, right. So for now, I'm going through with what? Import data connectivity mode. Okay, first let me give server names, guys. So to give the server names, okay, SQL server names. So this is my server name, right? Let me choose that server name. Okay, let me provide that server name over there, right? Just click on OK, guys. So your database is optional. No need to provide database. Anyhow, I can connect to that server. On that server, I can see databases. Okay, so I can, whichever the database I want to go, I can go to that database and I can bring the data, right? So that is why database is optional. And I'm going through what? Import data connectivity mode. Just click on OK, guys. Right? So this is my data, means server, SQL server. Under that SQL server, how many databases I have here? Two databases I have. First one is employee department database. Second one is product database. Two databases. Okay, my tables are in employee department database. I want to load the data from employee department database. Database means what, guys? It is the place to store the business data. Database is the place to store the business data. So in databases, what we will have? Tables. The data will be stored in the form of tables, well structured format, right? Right. Let me go to the employee department database. Under that, I have three tables like this, right? Now let me load those three tables, guys. Okay, I'm going to load these three tables, right? Just click on load. So those three tables are going to be loaded, right? Those are loading. Let them load quickly. Right. Okay, guys. Right. So previously I loaded three tables. For those three tables, again from SQL server I loaded three tables. Totally overall 6 tables. If I go to this data model view, okay. Now newly added tables. What are those? These guys. Manager table, department table, like this. I can see the information, right? Employee table. Right. So department table, manager table, employee table. I loaded these three tables, right? Okay, perfect. So then after, so if I go there, if I go to report view, on report view, I'm going to do one thing. So let me take some other page for better understanding. Okay, so on this page, okay, for example, I want to show, what is that? So let me take one table visual quickly. I have taken one table visual. Okay, and this table visual. So where are those? employee table, and then manager table, department table. From department table, I want to show department name wise salary. For each department, how much salary we are paying, I want to see that information, right? So let me go to the employee table. From employee table, I have salary column. Okay, here what is the direction, guys? Department table to employee table. If the direction is in proper way, I can see the proper data like this, right? Right. Like this, guys. So if I go there, can I see the data properly? Means the relationship. Okay, manager table to employee table. Not that one, guys. Department table to, right? Department table to employee table. Okay, direction. Proper direction is there, right? Direction is from department table to employee table. I can see the cross filter direction. The direction is in proper way. So department name, it taken from first table, department table. Then after salary, it is taken from employee table. Okay, the direction is from department table to employee table. That is in proper way. I am seeing the proper data on the visual. Correct? Right. So here the important thing is, if I go there, so I loaded 3 tables from SQL Server, right? What are those 3 tables? Department table, employee table, and manager table. Okay, so where can I see the data under those 3 tables? Data view, right? I need to go to the data view. On data view, if I want to see the data under that department table, I have to choose the department table. I can see the data. If I want to see the data under employee table, I can select employee table. Under employee table, I can see the data like this. So these tables I loaded from which source? Means which data connectivity mode? Import data connectivity mode. If I load tables from import data connectivity mode, from each and every table, I can see the data like this, guys. To see the data under table, I can see the data with 2 things, guys. This is my table, right? Under this table, this first part, column names, this is called data structure. Okay, the remaining part is called data. The below part is called data. Okay, what is this first part? The first part is called data structure, DS. Okay, the second part is called what? Only data, right? It is called only data. So I can see the data structure as well as data under that table. If I load the tables through what? Import data connectivity mode. Okay, right, perfect. So for this data structure, there is one name. That name is called metadata, or table structure, or column names, table column names. Okay, what are those? Metadata. This is also called as metadata, guys. Okay, metadata. This is also called as metadata, or data structure, or table names, or column names. Okay, right. So now let me go here, guys. So if I want to see the data under the tables, I need to go to data view. Data view belongs to what? Data view and model view belongs to which software? Pivot, Power Pivot software, right? So that means if I create this visual is taking the data from where? From Power Pivot. This table is taking the data from Power Pivot, guys. How can I say that? If I go to this view tab, under view tab, I have the performance analyzer, right? If I go to that performance analyzer, okay, start recording. Let me refresh that visual. Okay, what is that visual? Table visual, copy query, right? Let me take one, what is that? Notepad. Okay, so on this notepad, I'm pasting that. Here, what is this query? DAX query. I created this visual. This visual is taking the data from where? Power Pivot. Under Power Pivot, what is the language working backend? DAX language. So to present this data, did I write any code? No. So but backend code is working, right? What core is working backend? DAX core is working. To present that visual, this is the backend DAX core, guys. Am I clear? Okay, if I create any visual, let it be like this, guys. No worries. Right. So like this, if I create any visual, the visual has to take the data from Power Pivot. If I load the data through import data connectivity mode. So if it is taking the data from Power Pivot means it has to write DAX query. Okay. So how can I check that DAX query? I need to go to the view tab. Under view tab, I have performance analyzer. Okay. Just click on start recording, just click on refresh view, refresh visual. What is that visual? Table visual, right? Just copy this one, guys, so that I can see the dash query like this, guys, right? This is the way. So what you need to understand here, the things, if I load tables from import data connectivity mode, I can see the data under the table along with data structure. Okay, if I go to this data view, I can see the table name as well as data under those tables. Okay, on top of this table, if I create any visual, the visual will take the data from powerpivot itself. Backend dash query is going to be worked, right? Now let us go to this. When we go with this direct query, when we have less values of records, if I go there here, so under this employee table, how many records I have? 15 records. Less records means around 10,000, guys, like that. So not like that, you can consider like that, guys. So if we have less values of records in sources, we have to proceed with what? We have to proceed with direct query, guys. Okay, right. So if I have more values of records in the data sources, then I have to proceed with second one, guys. What is the second data connectivity mode? Direct query data connectivity mode, right? Now let me save this report. So this report name is first let me beautify this visual. Okay, copy format painter, select the visual, copy format painter, apply to this visual. Okay, right. If I want to see the total salary, same process, same concept, right? Anyhow, let me save this report quickly. Okay, what is this? Import data connectivity mode. I think this is 4th class, right? So second module 2.4. Instead of 4, let me take 3. Yesterday notes, right? So this is what? Import data connectivity mode. Import data connectivity mode, right, guys? So let me save it on desktop, guys. Let me save it on desktop. I saved it, right? Now let me close this one, guys. Okay, so remember this thing. When we have to go with this import data connectivity mode, when we have less values of records in data sources, we have to proceed with import data connectivity mode. If we load the tables through import data connectivity mode, okay, we can see the table structure as well as data under those tables. And on top of that data, if I create any visual, that visual will take the data from powerpivot itself. Is that clear, guys? Perfect. Now let me close this one, guys. I saved that report. So let me publish this report to which service account? User to service account, right? So user to service account. So this is user to service account. Okay, Raju, right? Let me go with Raj. Right, success. Right? Let me close this one, guys. Right, I closed that, right? Now then after, again, let me open my Power BI desktop one more time. Right. Okay, so this is my Power BI desktop. If I go with this, my file size, if my source is Excel file, if I go with Excel file, I can't see that. Either that is a import mode or direct query method, I can't see those options, right? So generally Excel files are having less values of records. Okay, so for them, backend, what is the query working means? Import data connectivity mode. With what connectivity mode we are loading the tables from sources, file sources, means by default one is import data connectivity mode. Okay, here I can't see that information, right? Is that a import or direct query? Can I find that? No. So just I have to browse that file where it is located, and I have to go to that folder. From that folder, the file will be there. That may be a CSV file or Excel file. From that file, I have to load the data, right? Right, guys. Let me close this one. Anji sir, ఏం చేస్తున్నారు సార్? మరి ఏదో వర్క్ చేసినట్టు దాని మీద ఎందుకు కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయరాదు ఇక్కడ? చాలాసేపు నుంచి దాని పని మీద ఆ పని మీదనే ఉన్నాం, అందుకోసం చెప్తున్నా. Right guys, okay, so if I go there, home tab, okay, for example I want to load the data from where? Servers. Okay, if I go to this server, if I click on that SQL server, I can see those options. Why? In servers there will be huge volumes of records. Okay, so that is why in servers, if I have huge volumes of records, I have to proceed with which one? Second one, direct query data connectivity mode. Okay, so I have to proceed with direct query data connectivity mode. So if I have less volumes of records, then I have to proceed with what? Import data connectivity mode. Import data connectivity mode. If I have huge volumes of records, many values of records, then I have to proceed with direct query data connectivity mode. Right? Right. For now, my intention is I have huge volumes of records. So let me paste it here. Guys, one more time. Let me open that one, guys. Where is that? Server names. SQL server names. Right. Let me copy that SQL server name. Okay. Right. Let me give that server name here. Okay. This time instead of import, let me go with what? Direct query data connectivity mode. Okay. Just click on OK, guys. It is taking me to that server, right? Whatever the server name I have. So this is my server name, right? I have two databases. So previously I took the data from employee department table. In employee department database, I have less values of records. Now this time I'm going to product database. Okay, in product database, I have more values of records. Okay, right guys. Right. Okay. Right, let me load these three tables, guys. What are these three tables? Products, sales, and then time, right? Let me load them quickly. Load. Wow, it is taking too much time. అది ల్యాప్టాప్ పక్కన పెట్టండి కలిసి ఏం కాలే కానీ. Alright guys, so this is these three tables I loaded from SQL server through what? Which connectivity mode? Direct query data connectivity mode, right? Now can I see the data view here? No. So if I load the tables from direct query data connectivity mode, the data only I can see data structure. Data structure means if I expand the table name, okay, so I can see the columns under that table, but I can't see the data. There is no data view. If I load any tables from direct query data connectivity mode, only tables along with data structure. Okay, so table structure is going to be loaded. Only table structure is going to be loaded, not data. Data is not going to be loaded here, guys. Can I see the data view here? Previously I have data view. Here I don't have that data view. Why? I loaded the tables through what? Direct query data connectivity mode. If I load any tables from direct query data connectivity mode, I can see only data structure. I can't see data under that table, right? If I want to see the column names under sales, I can go there and I can see column names. Column names means data structure only I can see. Column names are nothing but data structure, right? I can see only data structure. Time table, under that I can see only column names under the table. Is that clear, guys? Right. So if I load any tables from direct query data connectivity mode option, only data structure is going to be loaded. We can't see the data under those tables. Is that clear, guys? Right. When we go with this direct query data connectivity mode, huge data values. In the servers, if I have huge data values, use values of records, then I have to proceed with this one, guys, right? Okay, now I want to create a visual, right? So to create a visual, let me go there. Okay, right? So let me take one, what is this? Bar chart, stacked bar chart I have taken. So on this stacked bar chart, I want to show product name wise. From product table, I want to take product name, right? So where is that English product name? Let me choose that English product name. Product name wise, right? Let me go to the sales table. From that sales table, I want to see sales amount, right? Sales amount. Product name wise, sales amount. So it is showing this information, right? Why it is showing same values? I think we don't have relationship between those two tables. We have to give the relationships, right? So for that, I need to go to the model view. Under model view, I don't have the relationship. Okay, between what table? Sales table and products table. So what is the common column between these two tables? Here product name I have given, right? Product key I have. In sales table, do I have product key? Let me little bit go down. Yes, I have product key, right? Okay, so I can give the relationship, right? Just drop it on product key in sales table. So that it is what type of relationship? One-to-many relationship, single direction. Let me go with default one, guys. Okay, right. So this is my relationship. If I have the relationship, I can see the proper data there, right? Now I can see. Okay, right. So let me do one thing, guys, here. So let me add labels. Okay. Right. So let me add labels, guys. So for that labels, go to the formatting options, switch on data labels. Okay, those are in millions. Instead of millions, if I want to see them in thousands, go to the value section. Okay, display in its auto. Instead of auto, let me take them as thousands, guys. Right? So I can see the data like this, guys. For each product name, okay, what is the sales amount? I can see like this, right? So here, do I have the data? Here, these tables are loaded from which connectivity mode? Direct query connectivity mode. Okay, so if I load tables from direct query data connectivity mode, data is not going to be loaded. What is going to be loaded? Only data structure is going to be loaded. But this visual is taking the data. To present the data on that visual, the visual has to take the data from tables, right? From these tables, can I see the data? No. This visual, this is taking the data from where? From server itself, guys. So those tables I loaded from where? SQL server, right? It is going to the SQL server, and this visual is taking the data from that SQL server, guys. Previously, data will be available in here, guys. Data view. The visual has to take the data from powerpivot. Okay, with that powerpivot, it is going to write which query? DAX query. If here this visual is taking the data from where? From servers directly, right? So it has to write which query? SQL query. Am I clear, guys? Right. Let us check that one, guys. Okay. So the data has to be taken from SQL server, right? So this to create this visual, how many tables I used here? 2 tables. Products table and sales table. First, it has to bring the data from these 2 tables by combining those 2 tables. To combine those 2 tables, what are the options we have? Left outer join, right outer join, inner join. We have join kinds, right? You are aware of those join kinds. Okay. So left outer join. For left outer join, how many conditions it has to check? What is the left outer join? I think you are not okay. Anji and Sai. Perfect. Match records and then okay. Non-match records from left side table. Sai neeku telusu kada. What is the left outer join? అందుకోసమే మరి ఇంకా ఓకే ప్రాక్టీస్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్ అన్నమాట రైట్ గైస్ ఆన్లైన్ గైస్ సో హియర్ 4 people are not listen that power query classes, right? So for you guys, if you are interested, then I will share those recorded videos with you from online. So to join those 2 tables, we have multiple join conditions. What are those join conditions? Inner join means only matching records between these 2 tables. If there are only matching records, we have to go with inner join. But if I load any tables through direct query data connectivity mode between the tables, what is the default join kind it will take? Left outer join it will take. Okay. Now let us go and check what is the query it is taking. So for that I need to go to the modeling tab, right? Not view tab. I need to go to the view tab. Under view tab I have what? Performance analyzer. Just click on that. What I need to do? Start recording. Just click on start recording. Then after refresh visual. Okay. So what is that visual? Sales amount by English product name. This is the visual, right? So expand this plus icon. Copy query. What is the query? It written backend. Just click on that copy query. So that query got copied, right? Now let me go there. Right. So previously that was DAX query, right? Now what is the query it has written? We'll see, guys. So that is what? Import query. That is for import query. Right? Now this time let me paste it here, guys. Okay. Right. Here what you can see. Okay. So right, DAX query, direct query, right? This is the direct query. For direct query, what is this? Select top 1 million plus records. Okay. So that means these are what, guys? SQL queries, right? If there is a select star means these are the SQL queries, right? So what is the join kind it is using? Left outer join. From which table? Second table. This is from first table. Okay. Right. Direct query. Select top from, what is that table name? English product name as, so it has given some backend queries. Okay. From which table? Sales table. Okay. Sales table by using left outer join. Second table is what? Products table, right? Okay. What is that? English product name. Right, guys. So products key from products table. Okay. So anyhow, you no need to bother about these queries, SQL queries. It has to write backend. You no need to remember all these things. The thing is what you need to concentrate here. So we don't have the data in powerpivot. If we load the data through direct query data connectivity mode, for that it has to bring the data from where? SQL servers. If it has to bring the data from SQL servers, it has to write SQL queries. So it has written SQL query, you can see. After bringing the data, to implement that, to see the data on top of that visual. Okay, let me close this one also, guys. Okay, once loading the data from SQL server directly, okay, through SQL queries, then it has to build the visual, right? And on this visual, it has to show the data. To show the data on this visual, again it has to write dash query, guys. So where can you see that dash query? If I go there, where is that? Right. Okay. So what it is doing? First, let me do one thing, guys. So direct query. So through this direct query, by writing SQL queries, it got the data, right? It combined the data and it fetched the data with this SQL queries. Then after, for that SQL queries fetched data, it has to implement what again? Dash query to present the data on that visual. Is that clear, guys? It is writing two queries here. What are those two queries? Dash query as well as SQL queries. SQL queries for what? To fetch the data. Because of data is not readily available on this powerpivot. Why? I brought the table through what? Direct query data connectivity mode. So that is why data is not readily available. To fetch that data, it has to write queries to SQL server. By writing SQL the SQL queries to SQL server, it fetches the data. After fetching the data, it has to present the data on what? Visual, right? To present the data on visual, what it has to write? Dash queries. Okay, right, guys. So that is why here I can see two, guys. Dash query as well as direct query means, right, SQL server queries. Is that fine, guys? Perfect. Okay. So by default, what it is taking? Left outer join. To combine those two tables, it is implementing what join kind? Left outer join kind it is implementing. right? Okay, so to implement left outer join, it has to check how many conditions? 2 conditions it has to check. What are those 2 conditions? Match records and non-matching from left side table. Okay, so while implementing those 2 conditions, it might take some time. So instead of implementing left outer join, I can implement what, guys? I can implement inner join, right? IJ, inner join. If there are matching records between those 2 tables, I can implement inner join instead of this left outer join. For left outer join, it has to check 2 conditions. While checking these 2 conditions, it might take some time. So to present the data, it might take some 30 seconds time. Okay, if I implement inner join instead of that, it can show the data in 15 seconds, guys. Half of the time is going to be reduced, right? So how can I reduce that data means by implementing that one, guys. What is that? If I go there backend, if I go to this relationship, if I double click on this, okay. So what is this? Assume referential integrity. Now it got enabled. Previously that was disabled. Why? I brought the tables through import. It is working for only direct query data connectivity mode. Now I can choose this assume referential integrity. Just let me click on OK. Right? Now let me go there, guys. So in the similar way, let me take one more page. Okay, on this page, let me do one thing. Let me take same this one, guys. Let me check or else. Okay, now let me check this visual. So on this visual, so what I want to show, same concept, guys. I want to show product name wise sales amount, right? So how can I show product name wise sales amount? Let me go to the products table, English product name. Then let me go to the sales table, sales amount. Let me take. Right. So I can see the data like this. If I want to add tables, I can add data labels, and if I want to beautify that visual, I can beautify, right? So I can beautify that visual. Go to the formatting options. Under formatting options, switch on the data labels. Data labels are in proper way. Now let me go to the where general section. Okay, effects. Let me switch on visual border and then shadow. Shadow is outside. Let me take that shadow for inside. Right. Let it be like this, guys. So for this visual, if I go and check that one, let me go to the view tab. Okay, between those 2 tables, this visual is also taking the data from 2 visuals, right? 2 tables. What are those 2 tables, guys? If I select that visual, sales table and products table, right? So between those 2 tables, what is the join kind? It is going to be taken inner join. Why? I have checked that one, right? If I double click on this, assume referential integrity, I checked this box. As I checked this box, instead of left outer join between those 2 tables, okay, instead of this LOJ, left outer join, what is the join kind? It is going to be taking inner join. Okay, it is going to take IJ, inner join. Right? Let us check, guys. So for that, what I have to do, let me close this one. Okay, where I go, let me go to that report view. On that report view, okay, go to the view tab. Under view tab, go to the performance analyzer, start recording. Okay, under that start recording, refresh visual. Okay, so what is this table name? Visual name, sales amount by English product name, right? Just click on this plus icon, copy query, copied. Now let me go over there, guys. Let me go over there. So this is what left outer join previously. Now let me check this one, guys. Let me paste it here. That query. Let me paste it here. Control V. Okay. Right. What is the join it has taken now? Inner join. Why? Assume referential integrity. I checked that box so that the report performance is going to be increased, guys. Am I clear? If I go top, what was that? Left outer join. As I checked assume referential integrity, what is the join kind it is taking? Inner join. Is that clear, guys? Why it is taking inner join? If I go to this model view, if I click on this, if I edit this relationship, this I checked, right? What is this? Assume referential integrity. Okay, so instead of left outer join, default join kind, if I check this, okay, instead of left outer join, if I check this box, what it is going to take in? What join kind between those two tables? Inner join it is taking, right? As I checked this one, it is taking inner join. Instead of this, left outer join. Is that clear, guys? So that the report performance is going to be increased. Here, if it takes inner join, it has to check only one condition, right? Instead of checking two conditions, if it checks only one condition, obviously time is going to be saved, right? Right, guys. Now let me close this. Is that clear, guys? What is the assume referential integrity? Is that clear, all of you? Right. What is this apply security filter in both directions? That will be used for row level security. That we will discuss in fourth module, powerbi service, right? Right, guys. Let me close this. Right. So those two options are cleared. All those, I think, if I go to edit relationship, whatever the options I have, apply security filter in both directions, assume referential integrity, make this relationship active. Under these cardinalities, how many cardinalities we have? 4 types of cardinalities. Cross filter direction, single direction, both direction. We discussed about each and everything under edit relationship window. Okay, that means what? So under this data modeling part, everything is completed, guys. Am I clear here? Right. Now let us come to the nodes. Okay, here we have the nodes, right? So this is very, very important question, guys. So we discussed this one, guys. What is this? Assume referential integrity till now. Okay, it will be applicable for what? Direct query data connectivity mode. To implement what? Inner join. You remember like this. Okay, right. Now this is very, very important question. This will be accepted, mandatorily expected in interview panel. What is this question, guys? What are the different data connectivity modes? Data connectivity modes means what? Data sources. How we are going to connect to the data sources? How we are going to connect to the data sources? That is nothing but data connectivity modes. How many data connectivity modes we have? We have 3 data connectivity modes. What are those? Import data connectivity mode, direct query data connectivity mode, connect live or live data connectivity mode. Right? You remember all these 3, guys. Then what is the import data connectivity mode? Okay, so when we go with this, when we have less values of records in servers, okay, we have to use what? Import data connectivity mode. Okay, once we connect with import data connectivity mode, okay, it will bring the data structure along with what? Tables, along with data in tables. Clear? Right. So when we create any visual with that data, the visual will take the data from where, guys? Powerpivot, OLAP model, from data set. Is that clear? To check that, where I need to go? I need to go to the view tab. Under view tab, I have what? Performance analyzer. Right? Right. Then after. Right. So I can see like this, guys. Query. I can see that information, right? Right. Then after, what is my second one? Direct query data connectivity mode, right? So what is this direct query data connectivity mode? When we have huge values of records in servers, when we have huge values of records in servers, we have to proceed with which one? Direct query data connectivity mode. Direct query data connectivity mode. Is that clear, guys? So once we connect with direct query data connectivity mode, what is going to happen? We will bring only data structure. That means table names. Data structure means table names or column names. We can fetch only, we can bring only column names. Is that clear, guys? Perfect. When we create visuals with that data, okay, the visuals will take the data from where? OLTP systems. OLTP systems means external data sources. Those may be SQL Server or Oracle Server, like that, guys. Those are external data sources. We checked that, right? We saw that information, right? Backend, what is the queries it is writing to fetch the data? SQL statements. It is writing SQL queries, right? Perfect. Okay. To check that, where we need to go? View tab. Under that view tab, I have performance analyzer. Okay. Right. If I go down, I can see that one, guys. What is that? This one, guys. Direct query. These are the SQL queries, right? Is that clear, guys? Perfect. Then after what we have, connect live or live data connectivity mode. Okay, right, guys. So it is like just like direct query data connectivity mode. Okay, so it will be used to bring the data from Power BI data sets, guys. So Power BI data sets, okay, are cubes. Okay, cubes will be also cubes also will be there. If I want to bring the data from cubes or Power BI service data sets, then I have to proceed with what? Connect live or live data connectivity mode. Okay, right, guys. Okay, right. So these are, guys, what are these again? How many storage modes are there in Power BI? How many storage modes are there in Power BI? Okay, so for that there are 3 storage modes. What are those 3 storage modes? Import, direct query, dual storage mode. What is the purpose of this dual storage mode? So for that, let me go there, guys. Right, so I can't see the data here. I loaded these 3 tables from where? From which method? Direct query method, right? So that I can't see the data under the table. If I can't see the data under the tables, I can't understand what type of information I want present to the client. Okay, even though I loaded the tables from direct query data connectivity mode, I want to see the data under that tables. For that, what I want to do, just select in the sales table. I selected sales table. Okay, let me go to the properties. Under properties, if I go down, okay, I have advanced, right? Let me go to the advanced. Under that advanced, the storage mode is what? Direct query. Because of this table I loaded from direct query, right? It is showing direct query. Instead of direct query, I can convert it into the dual mode, guys. These are called storage modes. Okay, different storage modes. The data is going to be stored in Power Pivot, right? Okay, I am on where? Model view. Model view means Power Pivot. In Power Pivot, the data is going to be stored. Power Pivot is what? It is a in-memory columnar database, internal database. So data is going to be stored in this OLAP model, right? OLAP model, Power Pivot. So how it is going to be stored? It is going to be stored in 3 sections, guys. Direct query storage mode, import storage mode, and dual storage mode. Okay, right. So if I load tables from direct query storage mode, I can't see the data under that tables, right? So I can switch that. Which table I selected now here? Sales table. I can switch to the dual mode so that I can see the data under that sales table. Let me connect it to switch dual mode, guys. Okay, right. Select OK. Storage mode. I am changing the storage mode from direct query to dual mode. Click on OK, guys. Right, now I can see data view here. Okay, if I go there, okay, so here there is a relationship between that table, right? Products table and sales table. So that is why products table and sales table data I can see. If I go to this sales table, I can see the data under that sales table. If I go to this time table, can I see the data under that sales time table? Time related table? No. Why? Yes. Okay, this table uses direct query and cannot be shown. I can see only data structure like this. There is no relationship between sales table and time table. If there is a relationship, I can see that also. Is that clear, guys? That is the purpose of dual storage mode. What is the purpose of dual storage mode? If I load any tables from direct query data connectivity mode, I can't see the data under Power Pivot. To understand about that table, so I need to convert that storage mode. I need to convert that storage mode. What is the storage mode? Direct query storage mode. I need to convert that to the dual storage mode so that I can see the data under that table. Is that clear, guys? Again, if I want to convert after doing that, what is the purpose of this? So increasing the size, which values of records are there, right? Okay, so that is why, again, let me go to the sales table. Under that sales table, let me go to the model view. Under that model view, sales table, I am with sales table, right? So storage mode, instead of dual mode, I can convert it into the direct query then. Okay, right. So okay, click on OK, guys. Storage mode, changing the storage mode. It is taking time. Let it take. Right. Right. So only sales table, I converted that to what? Direct query. Right. Right. Here, what is this products table? If I go to this model view, if I go to this products table, I can see that, right? So I want to convert this also. Products table also I want to convert to what? Direct query. From dual to direct query. So if I go there, I can see here, guys. So what is this? So the tables with thick top, thick blue top, back end. So that means those are with direct query. There is a broken line, top blue line. That means that is dual mode. Is that clear, guys? Okay. So I want to convert that products table to dual mode, right? Okay. So for that, select that products table. Here it is what? Dual. So that is why it is broken line. So I can see the data under the table. So I can convert it into what? Direct query. Instead of direct query, I can convert it into the import also. If I convert it into the import, there is no possibility to convert them to the either direct query or dual mode. So that is why any table loaded from direct query, I need to convert it into the dual mode to see the data under the table. Then after I need to convert it into the direct query again, not to the import. If you convert this to the import, you can convert. But once you convert it into the import, again, you are not able to convert that into the either direct query or dual mode, guys. Okay. So that is why let me convert it into the direct query. Right. Right. So that this data view is going to be disappeared. Right. So can I see the data view here? No. So all tables are in where? Direct query. Is that clear, guys? If I save this report, I can save. Okay, let me do one. Right. So here let me copy notes also. Okay. For that, let me stop this one. Let me close this one. Home tab. Okay. Right, guys. Right. Now let me go there, guys. Notes, class notes. So what is this today's class? Data connectivity modes, right? What are the different data connectivity modes? So very important, guys. So concentrate on this. At the end, I have storage modes also. Okay. It is an expected question, guys. So that is why it is 2 stars. How many storage modes are there in the Power BI? Okay. Right. Let me copy this one. Copy that nodes. Then after, let me paste that class notes here. Nice. Right. Okay. Right. Let me save it as a notes. Right. Let me save this report. What is that report name? This is what? Direct query data connectivity mode, right? So I think this is 4th class. Second module, 4th class. What is the class name? Direct query, right? Data connectivity mode. Data connectivity mode. Fine. So let me save it on desktop. Right, guys. I saved this report. Let me publish it to the Power BI service account. Okay. So from there you can take it, right? From this workspace, you can take this nodes. Okay, this is the class nodes. You can take those class nodes from that service account, right? Right, guys, it is publishing. Let it complete. Right, guys, perfect. So with tomorrow's class, we are going to complete this first part, guys. In Power Pivot, we are going to do how many activities? 2 activities. With Power Pivot, we are going to do 2 activities, right? What are those 2 activities? Data modeling, and then enhancing the data model by using DAX language. Enhancing the data model means modifying the tables by using what? DAX language.